started racing in the 50s when I was 17, 1955, and did it for 4 years. We were paid well and couldn't afford to go circuit racing, and I came to love this sport, the stock car racing.
Well, they're so different from any other form of motor racing that you can see. They're big, wonderful old American cars from most of them from the early 1930s that were raced in the early 1950s.
To race the sport of this car now is reliving my youth. And this is what I wanted to do about 14 years ago, all this fired up again. And somebody phoned me up and said, well, you were a racer from the 50s, and I said, yeah.
Bringing back the history back to Cadwell Park of the stock cars when they raced from 1959 to 1975, and you don't realise what sort of power they've got until you've sat in one, and the size and the weight of the cars. It just brings everything back to life again.
The noise and just the sight of them, people just think it wonderful.
This car came from Uruguay, is an exact replica of the car that I raced in the 50s.
"30 years has passed since the sound of a side valve V8 echoed. Remnants of a simpler time. The moonshine runners heading to the dirt tracks, heading to the UK and to Cadwell Park. And now the era of Formula One stock cars returns, the characters brought back to full colour."
Yeah, we're going back 60 years here. Yeah, there's no other way, you can drive anything like this. This is the only chance we get to do it, so that's turning the clock back, basically, showing people what we used to do, years ago.
Normally when they're racing, they're quarter-mile ovals, and now to go and see this wonderful mini Nürburgring for them, these cars on it, and hear them racing up the hill with at full chat. What a wonderful sound it is too, these old cars, they really are wonderful.
It's about the history of the sport, where the sport came from, how it evolved from the two cars you can see on each side of me.
Back on the circuit, yes, weren't they wonderful?
To see these cars again is history being made again.